Chat room is always there. Chat room. Hey, hey. So I'm just wondering, I wish I knew where in Bay Ridge Jason grew up, because I too am from Bay Ridge, and hopefully he owes me money. Hey, Radio Rod, Dr. Mom, Zip Dog, Spike, Dave, Becky. Hey, guys. Becky, who's a one-man cheering team. Nancy for getting GizWiz to win the podcast award. So since it ends tomorrow, I will ask if you could vote for us, okay? It's podcastawards.com. And I won it with Leo, what is it, 2009. But Chad says, oh, I've never, ever won an award. I hope I win. So if you could vote for us, that would be great, okay? Podcastawards.com. You can only vote for the GizFiz if you feel like it. There are many other choices in there. We're in the tech category with, I think we're up against 12 other people. But like Scam School is there. You can vote for Scam School. It doesn't conflict with us because we're in tech, and I think they might be in education. And Rick B voted for GizWiz today. I voted so many times I lost count, said Conky. And it closes tomorrow at 11 p.m. East Coast time. And then the awards are in 2 weeks. GizWiz versus What the Tech. Is that bad news? Is What the Tech going to kill us? Vote early and often. Loke is out there voting. It'd be fun if we won. It'd be fun if we won as an independent. It's just 3 people. Chad, me, and Josh, our producer. And T2, who does stuff for us. A lot of people on the sidelines who do stuff. Just because they like us. I voted, and then voted, followed by more voting. Thank you, Hawks Post. Go to podcastawards.com. Okay, podcastawards.com. You vote, you have to put in an email address, and then they send you an email that says, did you vote? And you click that, and then it says vote accepted. So that eliminates the 55 entries I put in every day with fake emails. Only the one with GizWiz Biz was accepted.
Are you ready to start?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Sure, absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. Go.
Kara's ahead of me this time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for...
Just kidding. I don't know what I'm doing.
Forget that.
Try again.
Forget that. Kara's ahead of me.
I know.
Are we set now?
What you did? So it's that one, right? John's here. He's up. And then if I hit take.
Oh, John. John is leaning
John's
in.
here helping.
John's helping.
Oh.
Thank you, matron.
Okay.
Ladies
try again.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the show that's all about timing. GizFiz PM.
It's the Giz Fiz with the GizWiz. It's kind of like Cheese Whiz. It's the Giz Fiz. And now your host, mathematics writer and the GizWiz, Dick DeBartolo.
And actually, it's not just GizWiz, it's GizFiz PM. Whoa! All right, amazing. If you're just joining us, we're talking about voting for the GizWiz as best podcast of the year. Okay. Podcastawards.com. We're in the last category at the bottom on the left. Just click the GizWiz. No, you can only vote once per email address. Once every 24 hours per email address. So you could vote. It's still time enough to vote today, and you could vote again tomorrow. And voting closes tomorrow, 11 p.m. Lawn Dog said, I made my vote, and I found out you can vote again tomorrow. That is correct. That is correct. All right, so do we have a chat room celebrity of the week? Volunteer?
No one in studio.
No one in the studio.
Maybe chat. Somebody want to Skype in?
Yes, anybody in chat want to be chat room celebrity of the week? If not, we need Mike Rose Dog. Wait a minute. Charlie's going to be jealous. All right. Oh, wait. Did you have a Yearn to Learn video for later?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we don't have a... Does Charlie want to interview your dog? Charlie, all Charlie wants to do is have belly rubs. Okay. We need Jason C's mic back. I've done that twice. Well, I guess twice in 20 years is not bad. Walked home with a mic, and then you think, why is my back pocket so heavy? I'm just lowering volume on this. And they're unhappy when you walk away with their new $500 mics. Strike it rich. Yes, Giz Fiz episodes. Beatmaster, jump in here with the URL. Chad has been chat room celebrity. You're not hearing? What? We're having trouble here. Dennis not hearing. That is, how could that be? All right, just try a different set of headphones.
I hear you, but I don't hear. I hear you.
Yeah, you just hear me, but you don't hear me through this. All right, well, you're plugged in the proper place. So just try these and see if that helps. Is this a show almost working? This is an unofficial Twitch show. It is just a show for the chat room. And through the kindness of strangers, it somehow gets up on YouTube. Wait a second. We need Deno. Today, Dennis is chat room celebrity of the week. He's laughing now. It ain't going to happen. Okay. It ain't going to happen. All right. So we're going to start with true or false from George Davis. Do you hear me now? Oh, okay. That's funny. Those headphones must have given up the ghost. True or false from George Davis. And here we go. We have 5. The tradition of hand shaking was originally done to prove to the person you were meeting that you had no concealed weapon. True or false? The tradition of hand shaking was originally done to prove to the person you were meeting that you had no concealed weapon. False. True. False. True, and it was also a way to get dirt off your hands. My hand is shaking from too much caffeine. It was to check for money. Oh, that's funny. As a germaphobe, I would wish it would stop. Yes. I'm blacking out his name now. Oh, my God. What was the show where there were 30 girls on stage with attaché cases full of money? Who was the host?
Deal.
Howie Mandel. Thank you.
Oh, I'm like, Deal or No Deal. What's that? That's the new one. Oh, Eric Duckman knows.
Yeah, so I did the takeoff on Howie Mandel's show, and at a toy fair years ago, they had the home version, and I said to the PR person who was organizing the autograph line, I said, "Can I say hello to Howie?" I wrote the satire in Mad, and she said, "Oh, let me go ask." And she came back and she said, "Guess what? Howie wants your autograph." So I said, "Okay, great." And she said, "But don't touch him. He will give you an elbow bump or a fist bump, but please don't hold your hand out." So I didn't. All right. So Dennis, handshaking was originally done to prove the person you were meeting had no concealed weapon. Dennis says true. Kara, true or false?
False.
False. And all right, so let's go. Bum bum. Tradition of handshaking to prove you are not carrying a concealed weapon is true. Okay. No ding? Okay.
Oh, I'm looking.
Okay. And that concludes part 1 of timing for podcasters. Question 2, rubbing a potato skin peel on a mosquito bite will help stop the itching. True or false? Rubbing a potato peel skin on a mosquito bite will help stop the itching. False. Oh, that's funny. True, but only in Ireland. True, but it still might bleed. False, it makes you smell tasty. False. Wow, false. I'd rather fry the potato. Looking for a ding. It only works on Mars. False. Tired of the potato being used for 800 things. False, you need to use a chicken wing. No, but it stops the potato famine. I didn't know potato skins itched. True, only in Ireland. False, it's only for poison ivy. It sounds like an old wives' tale that I'm going to say it doesn't work. What do you say, Dennis? Rubbing a potato skin peel on a mosquito bite will help stop itching. Where are the what? Dennis wants to know where the Wylands are, who write a lot of books about this kind of thing. So true or false? All right, Dennis is saying true. Kara, a potato skin peel will stop the sting of a mosquito bite. True or false?
False.
False. Okay, let's go to them. Okay, the answer is false, but a banana peel will relieve the itching. Okay? True or false from George Davis? Rubbing a potato peel, false. It's a banana peel that will relieve the itching. Question 3. You will not sneeze while you are sleeping because the nerve endings for the sneeze reflex are also at rest. You will not sneeze when you are sleeping because the nerve endings for the sneeze reflex are also at rest. True, says Conky. Swamp Rat, no. True. True. True, you will wake up to sneeze. Oh, see, I was going to say false because I've woken up sneezing, but Rev says it's true because a sneeze wakes you up and then you fall back to sleep again. In that case, I'm going to change my answer to, was it You will not sneeze. All right, I guess it might be true. What's your guess?
I'll say true.
Dennis says true. Kara, you will not sneeze while sleeping because Zephyr says only if you're sleeping in a bed of pepper. You will not sneeze while sleeping because the nerve endings for the sneeze reflex are also at rest.
True.
True. And the answer is true. You haven't found the ding yet?
I'm trying. No, I haven't.
Oh,
They stopped. I told you how the sound effects page stopped
Oh, wait.
working weeks
Oh,
ago,
that's
and
right.
so I'm still trying to find a new one that sounds
Oh,
as good.
okay. Okay. Let me see what do I have here. Oh, I could do this. I got my own. Let me see here. Oh, wait. That's wrong. Hang on. And well, where was that little ding? Was so good. Okay, that's going to be if it's right. Question 4 from George Davis. If you had your photo taken by the very first camera, you would have to sit still for 6 hours. What? If you had your photo, Dr. Mobius says yes. True. If you had your photo taken by the very first, Dr. Mom says true. If you had your photo taken by the very first camera, you would have to sit still for 6 hours. True, and you are not allowed to smile. False, it's 5 hours. No, it was just 30 minutes. False, the first camera doesn't work anymore. Sounds legit. What? Beatmaster says there was a little person inside the camera painting the picture. It was a long time, but 6 hours seems long. False, but a long time. 6 hours with no bathroom break. Matron says true, and I'm still waiting for my first photo. That's funny. The first camera is so last century. Yeah, I think so. Totally true. People used to pose with dead relatives for scale. That's very funny. Rev Dano says, no, you sit still for 6 hours for an oil painting. All right, Dennis,
I think it's false.
if you had a picture taken by the very first camera, you'd have to sit still for 6 hours. You say false. All right, I'm going to say false too. Kara,
False.
6 hours. False, false, false. Okay. Question, the answer, you have to sit still for 6 hours. The answer is false. What? The answer is false. You would have to. Oh, excellent. Excellent.
Ask
You
more
would have-
questions now.
Yes, you would have to sit still for 8 hours.
Oh.
How
So
could
they
I-
only took pictures of buildings?
Probably.
Probably, yeah. Wow. Okay. Our final quest, 8 hours. Final question. 1/2 of the people on the planet have never seen snow in person. 1/2 of the people on the planet have never seen snow in person. Huh. That sounds pretty safe to me. Or is it 1/2 of the people on the planet have never seen this show in person? I'm going to say 1/2 of the people have never seen snow. I'm going to say true. Why not? Dennis?
Say true.
True. Kara, 1/2 of the people on the planet have never seen snow.
I'm going to say
What?
true, but if it's false, then I think it's because it's more than half have never seen
Oh, okay.
snow.
Looking at the chat room, it seems to be kind of down the middle. I've seen it on the ground, not on persons. False. It's way more than half, says Strins. Kara is catching on. Only snow south of the equator is in the Andes. Bill says it's actually 17/33. It's false because half the folks are in China. All right, let's take a look. Half of the people on the planet have never seen snow in person. Answer, it is false. Thank you. It is false. Amazingly, 2/3 of the world's population have not ever seen snow. Okay, so several people were saying that it was more, and you too, Kara. Everyone have a great week. Bye from George Davis. All right, so get your pads and papers out, Dennis. This time I got us some paper. Carrie, have your paper? We're going to do match game.
Yes.
Here you go. And, oh, you want to bring me a magic marker too? Okay, got that. All right. Phil was the biggest golf nut in the world. He was so crazy about playing golf, he even played it on the day he blank. Phil was the world's biggest golf nut. He was so crazy about playing golf, he even played on the day he blank. I'm not going to look at the chat room yet. All right, now I'll look up. He even played it on the day he got root canal. He even... Oh, that's funny. Oh, we have a theme. Oh, now I'm really into the food. Paul was the biggest golf nut in the world. He was so crazy about playing golf. He even played golf on the day he blank. Oh, that's funny. He even played it on the day he was born. Oh, my goodness, look at this. Was born. The day after his divorce. The day he got married. The day he went to an insane asylum. The day he broke his arm. That's very funny. Okay, we'll start with Dennis. Paul was such a golf nut. He was crazy about golf. He even played golf on the day he... Whoops. On the day he died. Okay, back to me. Such a golf nut. He even played on the day he died. So we match. And Kara, such a golf nut. He even played golf the day he died. The day his wife. We got a lot of matches. Oh, that's very funny. He even played on the day golf was invented. The day he got elected to office. The day his wife died. Even on the day he was struck by lightning twice in the same spot. Okay. All right. Very good. 101-year-old Mr. Periwinkle had so many wrinkles in his face, people often mistook him for a blank. 101-year-old Mr. Periwinkle had so many wrinkles in his face, people mistook him for a blank. A piece of beef jerky. A raisin. Oh, a Shar-Pei. Oh, that's a great answer. There is no real answer, Ryan. 101, Mr. Periwinkle had so many wrinkles in his face. People often mistook him for a... This time we'll start with Kara. He had so many wrinkles in his face, Kara. People mistook him for a... For a raisin. Okay. Dennis took him for a... Oh, a walnut. Okay. And me took him for a... Prune. Oh, walnut. You matched Greek wannabe. Oh, newborn baby. Raisin. They mistook him for a 102-year-old man. Oh, that's very fun. That's actually very funny. Because it's a 101-year-old. A trash panda, a mummy, a gazelle. Oh, that's very funny. A baby Benjamin Button. Oh, you could stop the scene. Okay, very good. For the Chinese dog, it's a Shar-Pei, right? The wrinkled dog. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. Cyrano de Bergerac said, I wish I had a smaller nose or a bigger blank. Cyrano de Bergerac said, I wish I had a smaller nose or a bigger blank. Oh, that's very funny. Monty says, a bigger sense of humor, a bigger pair of eyes, bigger ears, a bigger wiener, a bigger forehead, a bigger checking account balance, a bigger bottle of wine. Oh, a bigger hanky. That's funny. A bigger mustache. A lot of bigger hankies. I didn't even think of that. Wow, a lot of handkerchiefs. Okay, we'll start with Kara again. Cyrano de Bergerac said, I wish I had a smaller nose or a bigger face. Oh, Kara, we'll ask the judge. I think the judge will let us match with head. And Dennis said, face. Hey, you matched. Perfect. All right, we'll do one more. And then we'll do our Yearn to Learn theater. And then we'll end with logo. Gazelle, a bigger harem, a bigger room. Okay. Bum, bum. Janet said, I'll never go on a cheap cruise again. I not only had an inside cabin, it was inside the blank. Janet said, I'll never go on a cheap cruise again. I had an inside cabin, and it was inside the blank. Okay. Oh, boiler room. Inside the bilge. That's good. Oh, inside the smokestack is excellent. Inside the poop deck. The engine room, laundry room, phone booth, bilge. Oh, my word, absolutely nobody matched me. Engine room. Inside the lifeboat is excellent. Inside the bilge, the head, or the bathroom. Okay. Janet said, I'll never go on a cheap cruise again. Mike, I had an inside cabin, and it was inside the wrong boat. Okay, let's go to Dennis. You can stop the music. Well, engine room, you matched a lot of people. The captain's duffel bag. Okay, Kara, you said that my cabin was
Me
inside
and
the.
Dennis are just on the same wavelength.
Wow, engine room. I said the luggage room. Well, okay. And I matched no one. The cabinet matched again, slow-mo matched. Okay. All right. We'll do one more. Bum, bum, bum. Let's see. Perry Como won gold records, but Perry Como, the world's worst singer, won a blank record. Perry Como won gold records, but Perry Como, the world's worst singer, won a blank record. All right. Dump bum. Vinyl. Oh, broken. That's good. Lead. Lead is good. Won an arrest record. Oh, criminal. Oh my gosh, a lot of criminal. A sleep record, a permanent record. Okay, we'll start with Kara again. Perry Como won gold records, but Perry Como, the world's worst singer, won a blank record. Kara, a plastic record. No, didn't match me. I said a tin record. I did match. I saw one tin go by, and Dennis said, "Oh, a police record." Okay. You matched a lot of people. Oh, he won a Perry Como record. That's funny. Okay. So do you want to give us a hint what Yearn to Learn Theater is, or should we just...
Let's be surprised.
Let's be surprised. Okay. Do you happen to have our opening for the Yearn to Learn Theater?
Oh, there's an opening? Maybe. Let me see.
Okay.
All kinds of stuff in here.
I can imagine. I would have thought Alex would have labeled everything. You know, like when you sign a document, it has a little arrow. I thought there would have been a little arrow that said Yearn to Learn Theater, push this button.
Yeah. No, he's not that organized, apparently.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, we can go without it. It's just a little billboard that says Yearn to Learn.
There's that.
There's that.
No, I don't have it.
Okay, that's good. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Yearn to Learn Theater.
Why, that's a rabbit's foot. Phooey, says the catcher. But Alan seems to believe the rabbit's foot will bring him good luck, while George, the catcher, thinks it's just a superstition. Well, we'll soon see. Strike
This
three,
actually
you're out.
is the
It looks like the rabbit's foot didn't help much, time anyway.
The Twit baseball team when Twit
But
first
even
started.
the end of the playground period didn't end the argument between George and Alan. They took the rabbit's foot up again with Miss Carr, their teacher.
Oh,
George
she's
said,
good.
I told him it was no good. A rabbit's foot is just a silly old superstition. But Alan wouldn't give up. It is not. It's a fact, says Alan. This sort of thing could have gone on forever if Miss Carr hadn't decided to discuss this matter of superstitions and facts with the whole class.
Ooh, this is good.
What is a superstition, anyway? And
It's
what is a
bad news
fact?
for the rabbit.
Are all superstitions true, or are just some of them true? Are any superstitions really true? And what about facts? Miss Carr
They're
decided
never
to start
facts
with the
are
rabbit's
never
foot idea.
true. Now, she should learn to
George
write
tells me he
bigger.
thinks this is a superstition. Now, who thinks he can tell me a fact? Or something he believes is a fact?
Wouldn't
Yes,
it be
Alan?
nice if we could see what she wrote on the board?
Well, last week when we talked about glass, you said it was a non-conductor of the electricity. I think that's a fact, isn't it?
We did talk about that. And we can add that to our list. Now, who else can give me another statement? Something he calls a superstition. Yes, Marion?
Well, there's a superstition about the groundhog. If he sees his shadow when he comes out in the spring, there'll be 6 weeks more of cold weather.
Yes, that is a fairly common saying. Now we have 2 more statements to write.
Miss Carr had no trouble getting a lot of statements to add to her list. And by the next
As a matter of
morning, she had
fact,
arranged
at
the statements
4 in
in
the
a chart on the
morning,
blackboard.
she was still
The
writing.
class had mentioned 8 items in all, and from these they had chosen 6 statements for class discussion. First, there was the original rabbit's foot idea. A rabbit's foot brings good luck. Next was an example of a fact. Glass is a non-conductor of electricity. Then, if the groundhog sees his shadow on the 2nd of February, there will be 6 more weeks of cold weather. Miss Carr asked George to hand out individual record sheets so everyone could study all the statements very thoughtfully.
Strangely enough, this is the
Somebody
class
had
that
suggested the
George
statement,
Davis was
a pint of
in.
milk weighs more than a pint of cream. Then there was the idea that hot water will freeze quicker than cold water. And last on
That-
the list was, water expands when it freezes.
Yes, yes,
Miss
yes.
Carr
8
asked
is
everyone
true.
to think about each statement and to check off each one on the list. This would give each pupil a record showing, I believe that statement.
You know
I do
what?
not
They
believe this one.
are basically playing our game,
I'm doubtful
true or
about this.
false.
And so on. Very
There's a
quickly,
column
everyone
and
completed
so
the
on?
lists of the 6 statements the class had chosen. And now Miss Carr could add up what the whole class thought about each statement, from the rabbit's foot idea, clear on down the line to the end. These are the opinions of the whole class.
Ooh.
Now that we've recorded our opinions, I think we should
We're gonna
investigate
sell
to
them
find
as
out whether or
records.
not our opinions are based on good reasons. First, how about a rabbit's foot?
No
Will
thanks, I
carrying
just
one
had
bring
lunch.
good luck? It seems to me there's one way to find out. Alan,
Yes, Miss Carr.
Jump out the window and
will you
hold
hand
this
out
in
these
your
rabbit
hand.
seats to 10 students who would volunteer to carry them for a week. Now, this is the first step in our experiment.
Yes, this will be an actual scientific experiment to find out if carrying a rabbit's foot will bring good luck to the 10 volunteers. Like many experiments,
How
This
in the
one will extend
world
over a
are
period
they,
of time.
they going to qualify
Miss Carr
that?
wrote the experiment on the board. Then George listed the students who will not carry rabbit's feet, and Alan
Oh.
listed those who will carry them for a whole week. At the end of the week, each student will report what happened. Meanwhile, Marion wrote on the board the names of her group. Their job will be to look up weather reports, to find out if the groundhog seeing his shadow really governs the weather.
This is
They'll report next
very,
week, too.
very
But
scientific.
some of the statements do not take so much time to investigate. We can test this statement right away. Glass is a non-conductor of electricity. First, Alan and Larry test their batteries and circuit. It's all
And
right
then
if the bulb
Larry
lights
puts
up.
his finger in an
And
electric
if a metal
outlet.
rod is put in the circuit, it lights again. So we know that metal is a conductor of electricity. But what about glass? Nothing happens. No light.
Ooh. Now let's do it with
Now, do you believe that glass
110
is a non-conductor
AC.
of electricity?
There's
Yes,
no doubt about it now,
teacher.
because our experiment proved that statement to be a fact. While Alan put away the electricity experiment things, Miss Carr recorded the result. Now the students were basing these new opinions on evidence, experiments, and reasoning. It wasn't just guesswork anymore.
Mm-mm-mm.
A week later,
Einstein is
Marion and her
rolling in
group
his
were ready with
grave.
their report on the groundhog statement. And while Marion was copying her records, Miss Carr called for individual reports on the rabbit's foot experiment. Alan was first.
Well, I'm a millionaire now. What do you think of
I found a
that?
quarter last Saturday. I call that good luck. I didn't carry one. On Wednesday, I won the school poster contest, and on Thursday, I got a pretty low mark in history. I guess that's good luck and bad luck. I did carry a rabbit's foot. The only unusual thing that happened was that this could be called good luck or bad.
One by one, all
This
the
is
pupils
so
reported on what had happened to
scientific,
them
I
during
can
the
hardly
week.
believe it.
And they finally agreed that carrying a rabbit's foot doesn't really affect the daily events of their lives. Their
Rabbits,
experiment
thank
proved the
you.
first statement to be just a superstition.
All right.
Marion, would you like to give the report for your group now?
2 kids got caught robbing a bank, and 1 got away.
10 years for our state. Then we organized our material.
And this is a good job of research. For every Groundhog Day or February 2nd, the weather was listed. If it was fair, the groundhog would have seen his shadow. And if it was cloudy, he couldn't have seen his shadow. But shadow or not, the temperature never varied more than 2 degrees from normal. The groundhog had nothing to do with spring weather.
Oh, no.
When we seek to answer our questions by observation and research and experimentation, as we have been doing, we are using the scientific method.
All right. Thank you, teacher. She changed her clothes, too, didn't she?
The scientific method is our most valuable weapon in the search for truth.
Modern man uses the scientific method in research to help him base his opinions on facts. For
Is this from
everything he can observe,
1937?
He tries to discover the natural cause. In the
1947.
search for truth,
47,
scientists have invented
okay.
apparatus to observe things that mankind never saw before.
Oh, a TV antenna.
In learning the truth about a rabbit's foot as a good luck charm, we use the scientific method. And right on down the list, the use of the scientific method gave us the truth. Now, why not use what we have learned to discover the truth about the last 3 statements? Does a pint of milk weigh more than a pint of cream? Try it at home for yourself. Here's another.
Oh,
Will
tell
hot
us.
water freeze quicker than cold water?
It
Try
can.
it yourself.
What
Don't
a
be satisfied with
cop-out.
just anybody's guess. Does water really expand when it freezes? Try this
Yes.
experiment yourself. It's simple. Do you believe this is the right answer? Well, it was Alan with his rabbit's foot who started us off on the search for... And out of it, he learned the scientific method. And so did we.
He
How many
robbed the
believe
bank
this is the best
and didn't
way to
get
try to
caught.
understand the world we live in?
Oh, I do. Wow. Wow. Giz Fiz is really an amazing show, isn't it? It entertains and it educates. People who own boats can find out the hard way that water does expand when it freezes. Well, I guess people who own homes too, because in the summer when I had the houseboat, when spring came around, you would drain all the pipes in the houseboat the way you would if you had a country home. But, you know, the pipes went all through the boat and you drained them as best you could. But you always hoped that there was no water trapped in some elbow somewhere. So when it was finally safe to fill the water tank and pressurize the system again, you always prayed that you did not hear water escaping inside a wall. It only happened 1 year. And that is a big problem on a boat, especially the houseboat, because the pipes were inside the walls. I guess it's the same in a house. Dale Paco says, never fill your ice cube to the brim because water does expand. And the same with engines. Water expands and can actually break your engine block if it expands enough in the winter. Say again?
Coke and cans.
Oh, yes, Coke and cans. We now take all the soda off the boat in the winter. Having gone down there one day and saying, what in the world? What is all these spots all over the walls? Oh, yes, there are some engines have drain plugs that get pushed at freeze plugs. Yes, and cans of soda do blow up. Actually, I don't think outboards have freeze plugs because you're not supposed to leave them out all winter. But we do. What about Go cameras? I don't know. Oh, all right. Well, we have 10 minutes, so we're going to do a little logo.
And then Charlie.
And then Charlie. Even Kara wants Charlie. Bum, bum, bum. Well, what company makes the Cadillac of pencils? I'm just giving you half the hint now to see who knows. If not, I'll give you the other half of the hint. The company that makes the the Cadillac of pencils. General Motors. Oh, Yugo. The Cadillac Pencil Company. Red Wranglers. No, that's the Cadillac of Worms. Cross. No. The General Pencil Company. No. Dixon. No. My V8 engine cracked one winter, even with the freeze plugs slightly pushed out. That can happen. It's so funny. Someone else said that. Wiggler, or was that the Cadillac of Worms? General Carbon. Apple. Papermate. Number 2 yellow. Many of you have it right. Do you know, Dennis? Okay. Kara, do you know who makes the Cadillac of pencils?
I was going to say number 2.
Okay. It is Ticonderoga. All right. The second part of that clue was it's also a fort. That is very funny. Who said that? Bill said, what is the right answer? WRITA. Dennis is going to get Charlie now. What company created in 1885 Crayola crayons? I think not sure if they've sold it now or not. What company founded in 1885 created Crayola crayons? No. Smith & Wesson? I don't think so. What company founded in 1885 created Crayola crayons? Kellogg's? No. The Crayola Crayon Company? No. Cray Arts? No. It's a sketch? No. The Old Time Wax Company of 1885. That's very good, Rufus. Yankee Candle? No. The General Mills Hard Jello Division. Very funny, Jammer B. Very funny. The Earwax Company. Kara, you have no idea, right?
I have no idea. I was like, Crayola's not the company?
The Failed Candle Company. Many of you have it right. It is Binney and Smith. Binney and Smith. Several of you had it. Several of you sort of had it. Okay. What company makes the Uncola? What company makes the Uncola or advertises their soda as the Uncola? Oh, we're going to take a break here. Get the Charlie theme ready. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it's Charlie the dog. Charlie. What does that say? 1 million views? What did that say?
Oh, it's going crazy. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Why does it keep changing?
Oh, Charlie, you're doing some close-ups today, Charlie.
Making everything.
Look at you, Charlie.
No more flashing.
Oh, Charlie, a lot of camera time. A lot of camera time. Okay, Charlie. Wow. Wow. That was great. Was it say 1 million views?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm glad you see. You may miss some of the cues now and then, but you're one of the few people that have been counting the number of people that have seen Charlie on this show. So that's good. Oh, did I miss the answers to?
Yes, the last question.
Okay, the soda. The soda was. Did you know, Kara?
I would have guessed. I would have guessed 7 Up or Sprite. 7 Up.
Okay, do you know the soda that advertises itself as the Uncola?
I think it's 7 Up.
It is indeed 7 Up. Kara and Dennis
Yay.
matching again. What's the mascot for Snuggle Fabric Softener? Oh, Zip
this is
Dog.
easy.
Keep this in mind. They want more Caracams.
Oh, what? No, they don't.
The mascot for Snuggle Fabric Softener, a rattlesnake, a pine cone, a Betty Bear, a python, Howard Stern, sandpaper, a porcupine. I don't. A straitjacket. Oh my God! A freakishly nice bear. Okay, mascot for Snuggle Fabric Softener. Kara, do you know?
It's a teddy bear.
Dennis, teddy bear. It is indeed a teddy bear, not sheep. Ta-dum-bum. Wow. I don't know
I
if
have
anybody-
a quick word from our sponsor.
Oh, yeah, good. I was hoping we had a sponsor today.
Hold on. Here we go.
Okay. And now a word from our sponsor.
Cindy's sleeping in snuggly softness. 'Cause Cindy's mom knows only Snuggle Fabric Softener gets everything that touches Cindy soft as me and cuddle up fresh too. Liquid or sheets, only Snuggle gets your wash as soft as me, soft enough for even Cindy.
God, that would scar a kid for life if that kid woke up. Oh yeah, we're gonna finish this card and then I'll just take questions for a few minutes. Boy, I wouldn't get this in a million years. What is the popular slogan of the soft toy Nerf line? The popular slogan of the soft toy Nerf line. Any idea? Oh,
I
wait,
know
wait,
this
look.
one.
Red Penguin.
It's Nerf-tastic. Five Nights at Freddy. This could turn into a horror
It's
story.
irresponsible to leave a kid home.
Wait, say again?
Red Penguin. Still think it's irresponsible to leave a kid home with a bear.
That's very funny, Red Penguin. Don't leave a kid home with a Nerfy no hurt you. It's nerderific. You can throw it at your mama's face. You can shoot your eye out. Try not to kill your brother. It's just a cheap sponge and it costs a ton. Throw them at kids without a lawsuit. This won't hurt a bit. Hits like a bubble. It's nerfless. Nerf and strike. Make nerfs, not war. Look, Ma, no lawsuits. Hardly ever fatal. This is very funny. A nerfs. Burp a nerf. It won't put your eye out. All right. You have any idea?
I know the answer. I know the answer.
do?
Something I grew up with, finally. Well, if this isn't the answer, then it was their slogan at one time. It's Nerf or nothing?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Nerf or
And,
nothing. Yeah, I remember that.
yes. And web search. Does Nerf going to sponsor our show at all?
Oh, let me check real quick.
Okay. While Kara checks, I will answer some questions. We're going to end at 9. It'll be an hour. And if you tuned in late, I often don't beg on the show, but if you could vote for the GizWiz, and it's more for OMG Chad than me, because Chad said, Dick, I really want to win. I've never won an award, and this would mean a lot. So if you can vote at podcastawards.com. You can vote in many categories. Scam School is up there. None of the Twitch shows are up there because they're called legacy shows. I think they've all won in the past. But the GizWiz is at the bottom of the page under technology.
I got a sponsor here.
Oh, we got a sponsor.
Yes.
Wow, two ads in one show.
Yeah, I guess I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You've earned your keep.
Yeah. Who needs Alex?
That's right.
Okay.
All right. And now our final word from our sponsor.
Face it, you're either on one end of a Nerf weapon or the other. Time to choose. So, you better think about getting yourself a bow and arrow or a Nerf missile storm. Excuse me, don't you just love this? Or an arrow storm. Or a very good hiding place. Don't you get it? It's Nerf or nothing.
Wow, there. Proof positive.
It's my generation.
Right. Finally, we've been doing this show for 4 years. And we finally had a question that came from Kara's generation. I believe Kara was the only
I
one
think so. I didn't see any of the
on
answers.
this entire show who got the answer correct. Nerf today, nuke tomorrow. No, that was not it. Okay, so I finished with that. Podcastawards.com. You can vote twice, once today, once tomorrow. And if there are more than one person in your family, each email address can vote. Lawn Dog, thank you. Podcastawards.com. Yeah, put in your email address. Thank you, Regatta. There you go. That's what the page looks like. Oh, yeah. Oh, great. You can. So there's People's Choice. There's that. And then
No one
right
cares
at
about
the
any of that. Skip all that.
no one cares.
There we
Right.
go.
The technology, and there the Giz Wiz. You click that, you put in your name and your email address, and then like within 5 minutes, you'll get an email that will say qualify your vote, and you click that, and it says vote counted. It eliminates people just making up.
There you go. I just voted for you.
Oh, thank you.
And everyone
Thank you
can
very
see.
much. Everyone can see exactly how easy it is to do it. Okay. Lawn Dog says, I have multiple email addresses for my multiple personalities. That's true. GizFiz Award. Strengths, can you click on that? What is GizFiz Award? Tiny
let me
URL.
see.
Oh, did you shorten it, Strengths? Is that what that is? Does Alfred E. Newman have a mom? That's a very good question. I have no idea. J-Pin, take your Prozac. I thought the show was Prozac. Use Tunnel Bear to vote. I'm not quite sure what the Tunnel Bear is.
Tunnel Bear is one of our sponsors.
Oh,
Not
okay.
like a real sponsor of Twit, though.
Oh, okay.
So.
Gin Kleps, I have 5 email addresses. Great. He was hatched, so she was a hen. I'm not quite sure what that is. Thank you, guys. Everybody qualify your boat. Freddie, Manitoba, we get a lot of pictures at MAD of people who say their kids look like Alfred E. Newman, and they seem to be very proud of it. Alfred Newman goes back to the 1890s, the first known image that Bill could find, Bill, the original founder of Mad Magazine. It said Alfred E. Newman. It just said, what me worry. So the slogan is not from Mad. What me worry, I go to Dr. Romaine, the painless dentist. The GizWiz chat room, I don't know it, but just go to gizwiz.tv. And there's a link there to the chat room. And the GizWiz chat room is really there's not really only people in there a lot when we record. And we did 2 shows on Thursday. Chad is on his way to E3, the video game expo. So we're not taping this coming Thursday. We did the show for next Thursday, this past Thursday. Beatmaster has it there, ircgizwiz.tv/@GizWiz. And then it turned out well because there's a PepCom event in New York City this coming Thursday. So it was great that Chad had something to do, and now I have something to do. And then the following week, Chad is going someplace else. So a week from this Monday is the next GizWiz show, 7:30 on normal time, gizwiz.tv. Oh, Verizon. Verizon, it's a right. They sent a very, very, very nice man, did all the tests and said exactly what we told them 5 times. It's not in this building. It's not in the substation for this area, which is in a big apartment house on 82nd and West End. It is between 82nd and West End and the main office. And so he came in, did everything that everybody else did. Tested the phone, went down the basement, went to this building on West End Avenue, tested every line, came back an hour and a half later and said, it's not in your building. And it's not even between your building and the corner. Anyway, that was Friday. And when he left, he said he'll make out the record. And when they correct it at the main station, everything, Dennis's phone will come back and his DSL will come back. So basically, he's still out. Kara can host GizFiz. Oh, GizWiz. You want to try that, Kara? You want to try hosting the GizWiz?
What do you do? No,
the show you just voted for.
Oh yeah, I love that show.
Yeah. You host that show.
Okay, sure.
Verizon, we let the infrastructure rot. That could not be further. That could not be truer. Because they have no interest in repairing copper. So I think the more the system falls apart, the happier they are. Yes, that's right. Becky says the only reason Dennis is down here is because his DSL is out. So
he knows he's already got his hands.
You can't catch him. You can't catch him. All right. So chat room, any questions? I know I said I'd take questions and I talked right through it. Oh, wait, it's 5 after 6. Kara has to go to dinner. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Giz Fiz PM. Giz Fiz PM is a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman, Dennis Wonderland, Dick DeBartolo, Kara Cole, Alex, Red Penguin, Stooge, Rufus, Teflon, Dr. Mom, Charlie, Regatta, Long Dog, Kevin in Dallas, Red Penguin, Oznet, Slow-Mo, Tech Junk, AR Red Rogue, Slow-Mo Production. Remember, everybody who watches gets new turtle wax for your Nerf toys. Make it soft, make it bright. Bye. Bye. Thanks, Kara.
All right. Good night, Dick.
Thanks, chat room.